When I started my reed business back in 1998, I did not know that I was building something that was going to become a major, major part of my actual household income. And I didn't know that I was going to start something that I was going to be known for. I just needed a little extra walking around money, and I had a skill that I knew was useful. So I started, and I started it offline, and I started it with like personal reach outs, and I grew it through word of mouth and no real intentionality for years. During that time, I tried a few things. I tried paying for Google Ads. I tried putting pictures of my reads up on social media. I tried sending a quarterly-ish newsletter to the people who had bought reads from me before. And all of those things did help a little bit. They did grow my business. Did it grow a little faster than it would have through simply word of mouth? Probably. But was it fast? No, it was not. In 2017, I started my YouTube channel, the 5 Minute Read Maker, and I have kept that YouTube channel up since then. And there has been consistency in that channel over that time. And I think it is not a coincidence that 6 months after I started that channel in the middle of 2017, showing up all the time, speaking directly to people who were trying to get better at reed making or trying to understand something about this process. 6 months after I started this channel, my reed business actually did hit 6 figures. And even through the pandemic, there was a little dip, but it came right back up. This has continued to be a mainstay of my actual income. I think it was not a coincidence that my 2018 Oba Reed Bootcamp was maybe double the attendance of previous years, suddenly was bringing people in from adjoining states and from farther away. I think it is not a coincidence that after I found the audience who was really excited by what I was talking about, and after I began showing up consistently, talking to them about how I could help them, answering their questions, responding to their needs, I think it is not a coincidence that after that visibility channel started, my business grew and grew and grew. So as I name this, I wonder what this says to you. Is it true that if you start a side hustle, an income stream, a business that is aside from your official performing musical career, is it true that if you start something, it has to grow infinitely slowly and only become a big deal 20 full years later? No, I definitely do not think that is true. Is it true that in order to start an income stream, a new idea, a new identity or way of being, is it true that you need to already have everything figured out and build the visibility channel first? No, I don't think that's true either. So I wonder, where do you see yourself in this story? Do you have an idea in your mind that you would sort of like to develop into some kind of income stream, but you haven't even started yet because you feel like you don't know how, you feel like you don't have the audience, you feel like you don't know where to begin? And maybe you feel like people will judge you if you do it. Maybe you feel like this is not a thing that I can do because who am I to do this? So are you in the very, very early, the dreaming only stages of starting something new, like I was back in 1998, and I didn't even know it was going anywhere? Are you in the place like I was at in, I don't know, 2006-ish or so, where you're like, well, I have this thing and I'm doing it, and some people know I'm doing it and they pay me for it, but I would like more money. What can I do? Perhaps I will throw some money at Meta ads. So perhaps I will try showing up constantly on Instagram. How am I going to find the bigger audience that is meant for me? Is that where you're at? where you have something going, but you haven't really found the way to connect your visibility efforts, your marketing efforts with the people who need to see them? Or are you in a place where you're just about to pop? Like, you have found the audience and you have the stuff that you are selling, and you are afraid that the next thing that's going to happen as soon as you click publish on this video, on this visibility channel, is that your business is going to go like this and you're not going to be able to handle it. Are you in any of those places in relation to any of the corners of your current portfolio career? If so, perhaps I can help. You would be surprised at how many different actions can constitute visibility for different people. Sometimes it literally is just about reaching out to a person that you know that might be interested in what you are offering. Sometimes it is as simple as reaching out to 3 people who you think their students want the thing that you have 3D printed. Like, it might be as easy as single invitations to single people to get you going. It might be the case that you do need a more vibrant online presence somehow, so that you can be speaking to the people in your larger community. It may be that you need an email list. In fact, it's almost certainly true that you need an email list, so you can collect the addresses of people who have raised their hand, have said, "Oh, that's interesting what you're doing. Will you keep me posted?" Once you have that email list, you don't have to be reliant on social media. You can communicate directly with the people who might be interested in hearing from you. Is that where you're at? Maybe you have a visibility channel already. Maybe you get a fair amount of engagement on it. Maybe people are excited to see every new post that you make. But you haven't figured out how to monetize it. You haven't figured out what to offer the people who keep showing up for you. You haven't figured out how to actually make money from all of the work that you have been doing. I think that all of these challenges are visibility challenges. I am offering the Happiest Musician Visibility Lab. It's going to be a small group. I expect that there will be plenty of time and attention for everyone in there. I expect that we will have time to look at your exact situation, at what you're trying to build, at how you can find the people who need to see what you're doing, and how you can appropriately share your genius with them. The one thing that I know doesn't work is staying quietly in your own house and deeply feeling within your heart that there is a thing you would like to do. It can feel pretty good, but taking actual action is the path toward building the thing you want to build. So, wherever you are in that journey, whether it has nothing at all to do with a side hustle selling oboe reeds, whether it is about building the actual career you want or pivoting the actual career you want, wherever you find yourself in that story, it doesn't have to take 20 full years. And there's probably an action that you could be taking that would make a difference for you. And we can figure it out together. Check the link in the show notes for the Happiest Musician Visibility Lab. We start in early September, and I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.